Hi, club manager or potentially new club manager. This is a generic video to just go over the basics of managing a club and the basic settings. I'll make more specific videos for details of doing certain things. Okay, so if you set as a club manager on your club, you'll have this button that takes you to the back end of your website or the booking system. And once you get there, there's a little dashboard. This just gives you a little history of what people have done recently. And then under club profile, this is mostly what we'll be going through now. You would click into your club settings. And then first thing, the logo up top. It's important for there to be a logo here because this logo gets pulled into your club emails. Then the next thing is your time slots. You can select how your day is split up into 30 or 60 or 90 minutes. So currently this is set to 30. And if we change this to 60 and update, the little update button is here on the right. Then you'll see on your view court and on your booking, it'll change to the hour slots. And then the next thing is, so just on that, don't be careful to change this because this will affect current bookings. Maybe chat to me first because then we can block off the site for new bookings for a while and then transition to a new slot, or just chat to everyone that's made bookings and kind of and let's move their bookings so that it still makes sense if you're changing this up. And then this session duration, let's make this make sense. Give those three options. On the book a court, you would select your day first and then you would select your duration. So I've given the users these three options. It's up to you how many options you give them. If I select hour, and then if I select 2, select 3, that sort of thing. And if I just set it to 1 hour, then there won't be an option. So I'm going to go book. Okay, so now there's no option, you can only book an hour. Okay, next thing is can users book 2 slots in a row? It depends on your club. Sometimes you want to be flexible and open for people to book after one another, like book consecutive courts after another, or most clubs tend to set that to no, to say, okay, no, you have to wait till that booking's done, and if the court's still open, then you can book. Okay, how many days ahead? That's if you look at this view court, same with the booking. This is set to 6 days. There's the 6 days. I feel that's generally a fair one to do is the week ahead. So you can book from today till Tuesday. But yeah, you can definitely make it more or less. I wouldn't recommend less, but yeah, again, you can do what you like. So if we, for instance, make this 10 and update that. And you'll see, okay, now there's more days. Okay, the opening time is currently set to 8 till 8 basically, till 9. So you can obviously make this from 6 in the morning. Click update. And then your courts are open from 6. Closing obviously the same. Then you can put in an email address and that'll receive all the emails of all the bookings being made. So then maybe like a secretary or something could receive all the bookings and be aware of certain people booking, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, these we don't really use. We use the rule settings to kind of say which days are open and closed, and most clubs are open all days. So next thing is courts. So I've got 7 courts here. You can delete a court by clicking trash. So now there'll be 6. Six courts, and you can add a court and say, okay, practice wall, practice. Let's say court 6. I'm just going to add that back. Yeah, the reason I was reluctant now to put their practice wall is we haven't added a function for you to book as one person. So the practice wall thing is still a bit of an issue. There are obviously workarounds. So you can call this court whatever you want. New court. If you want paddle court. That's actually a good point because everyone's getting paddle courts now. You can make this paddle court. And you can add it in there. So you can rename all of these whatever you want. And then I'm not going to go into the rules, but I'll do that in a separate video. You can set rules for social and coaching. Under reports, you'll see the last 7 days, but I think we're actually going to extend that to 14 days. And then we're working on a download button for Excel sheet, but for now, email me and I'll send you a report. Ultimate member, there's not much for you here. The only thing is when you have a MailChimp, if you're paying for the MailChimp connection, then you can sync your members up there. Make sure that your list and your email list is up to date. Under members, you can delete members, you can partially add members, but I would rather say let them register and you approve them in the back end. Someone comes in, you can tick there and say approve membership. You can also, generically they come in as guests if they're not paid, and then you would change them to a player. And then once they're a player, they can book. If they're set as guests, they have to pay before they can book. Form entries, you can see the guest bookings in there and who's paid. Pages, most of you won't have that. That's for those of you that have a website within the site. Same with news posts and media, so I'm not going to go into those now. Yeah, so that's a very quick overview for especially the new clubs. Hope that helps.